1, 2, 3, 4, okay, hello, internet world. This is the Deer Man. Norma Joe is already in bed, so I'll take it from here. I want to do another video tonight. Look at the cat right here. You see this cat right here? Anyway, alright, where were we? You better tell me where the rest of your gang is. Blade growls and squirms on the table. I don't know. Why can't you get it through your thick head? I don't know. Most of them are dead. Most of them ain't even mine anyway. They ain't my business. The Gov does a little growl of his own in frustration. He lowers his gun to his side and turns around for a second to think. But just as quick, he turns back around suddenly and pistol whips Blade, making him yelp like a hound. The Gov, that was not the answer I'm looking for. And then the doorknob rattles. They both look over as the doc comes into the room. The Gov smiles a little bit tiredly and creepily. Hey, you finally made it. The doc, just like you asked. The Gov, yeah, so, listen, I got this patient here. He doesn't want to cooperate. So, what do you say that you and me cooperate? The doc raises an eyebrow. Blade looks between them from one to the other like, you gotta be kidding, man. The Gov, just like old times, my friend. The doc gives a small smile. I'm down. Blade goes pale. Hey, wait. Let's talk about this. You want to know where the bikers are? Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you all about them. The Gov and the doc just totally ignore him. They come over and stand with their backs to the camera so that they're blocking Blade from view and censoring whatever they're doing to him. But based on how he starts screaming and kicking, it's not good. Okay, cut away from that fucked up shit for now. Let's go back upstairs and see what our dear gang of survivors are up to. In the bedroom, they have all the lights off and are telling scary stories. Ooh, scary stories to tell in the dark? Hershey's, with a flashlight under his face. And then, from the darkness, they heard it again. It sounded like quick footsteps. He knocks quietly on the table, imitating the sound of footsteps. Then there's the sound of real steps from outside the door in the hallway. Barbara, nervously. Did you hear that? Everyone else, shh. Pretty Boy taps her shoulder. Barbara looks over. Pretty Boy taps her own ear. She nods. Barbara nods back. Hershey's. They heard the steps come closer and closer. Outside the door, they hear the real footsteps get louder as they approach. Flyboy shivers. Oh shit, man, the story's getting to me. You know what's funny? Last time, my dad likes to watch Dawn of the Dead on, not 4th of July, on New Year's Eve, and, like, crossing over into New Year's. It's like his tradition now. And my sister pointed out, like, a year or two ago, that, like, that the dude that plays Flyboy looks a lot like House, like the dude who plays House in the TV show, which I don't like, but my sister was a big fan of it. And it's funny because she's totally right. He does look like him, like a younger version. Okay, where was I? They hear the real footsteps get louder as they approach. Oh, wait, and this story's getting to me. Hershey's. Then suddenly, on the door, there was a loud banging comes suddenly on the door. Everyone jumps up and starts screaming and running around. They run into the closet, under the bed, under the desk, etc. Andrea grabs a candlestick. Not a candlestick holder, but an actual long candlestick, and goes over to the door. Andrea, as the last gladiator in the room, I will defend this base. Another Straw Dogs reference, which I still haven't seen. I feel like I would kind of hate it, but it's just funny because, like, at the time I was writing this, like, the Straw Dogs remake, like, the American remake was coming out, and, like, the ad would come on, like, all the time, so, I don't know. It was just in my head, I guess. It's like a real time capsule, this story. Okay, I will defend this base. To Hershey's, cover me. Hershey's nods. He passed the flashlight in his hand like a nightstick. Oh, I guess it's like this. He's going like that with it. Andrea opens the door and Rick comes running in all distraught. Before she even recognizes him, she whacks him with the candlestick and it breaks in half over his head. Oh yeah, he doesn't have his hat anymore because Blade took it. I remember that now. Rick whimpers. Curly peeks out from under the bed. I know that cry anywhere. My bae. I think she originally probably said my man, but whatever. Curly comes over to hug him. Andrea turns the lights back on and shuts the door as everyone comes creeping out of their hiding spots to see what's going on. Judd sees Rick's ripped clothes. Damn, dude, what happened to you? Rick hides against Curly. I don't want to talk about it. Tyrone, psh. Motherfucker, please. If the good Lord don't want folks to speak, he would have give us buttholes instead of mouths like the hagfish. Now speak, damn it. Rick, leave me alone. Oh my god, I'll never interrogate a victim ever again. I repent. I know what it's like now. Meanwhile, Carl and Shane are just standing to the side, watching awkwardly. Carl, feels just like home again. Shane nods in agreement. Everyone's standing around in a big-ass cluster, yapping about what they think happened. Did I skip a line? No, it's all good. Having petty arguments and interrupting and talking over each other and stuff. You know how it is. Well, in a moment like this, someone's gotta step up, and I'll give you 3 guesses who it is. Rochelle pushes through the group. Move over, pigeons. You ain't know what you're doing. Let me in here. Everyone pretty much goes silent. There's a pigeon-like cooing from the crowd. Rochelle, go and sit your ass on the bed. Curly and Rick go over and sit on the edge of the bed. Rochelle, and hush your damn crying. I know you ain't really hurt. That's like what I say to my nieces. Rick, honestly, I'm not crying. Rochelle, I know that. Just let me have my little moment. She puts her hands on her hips and looks him up and down. Rochelle, so I see a busted zipper, some dirty ass fingerprints here and here, some French kissing ass spit here. Ew. She leans in really close. Rick is just awkward, like, it's like that emoji again. Rochelle sniffing him. Leather, cigarettes, and hair grease. An older male from the Northeast. You know what's funny? Blade, I don't think Blade was actually that old at the time of the movie. He's older now. I mean, how old is Tom Savini now? Anyways, whatever. But wasn't Blade the character in Land of the Dead 2? It was like a continuation or some shit like that. Anyways. She rubs her finger on the front of his jumpsuit and licks it. Rochelle, motor oil, steel, with hint of blood. It's like a dish, like a cooking dish, aroused, but also pissed off. I like how she can, like, smell his arousal, like she can smell his hormones or something. That's funny. But also pissed off. And a little note. She licks her finger again of cocoa butter. Oh, that's a deep cut right there. She turns back to everyone else, who are all watching her intently like she's doing a circus act. Rochelle, it's that lead biker again. He's back. He tried to prison fuck Rick. Everyone gasps. Rochelle, I said tried. God, y'all need more excitement in your lives. Rick, amazed. It's true. Shane, damn, Rochelle, you good. Where'd you learn all that detective work? Rochelle, psh, bitch, I'm from the hood. This shit happens all the time. You would know if you ever responded to calls from my area. Shane looks down guiltily. Damn, girl, hitting me with the social commentary? Yeah, that's right. Rochelle, wouldn't be a zombie flick without it. Yeah, that's right. Glenn, alright, what the fuck, man? We got a rapist loose in Cadbury. Oh god, is that, like, oh yeah, okay, next line. Marcia. He's climbing in the window, he's snatching your people up. Glenn gives her a look. Now is not the time. Marcia, embarrassed. Sorry. Yeah, who remembers that? Who remembers that guy? I don't even remember his name. I think it was like Anton Dodson? Is that his name? God, I remember that. Do you guys remember that? That's such a little flash in the pan. And then it's so funny because it's like, just because his fucking quote on the news, like, went viral and got auto-tuned into a song, he, like, became famous for, like, a second. And he was actually able to, like, supposedly, he was able to, like, get a new house or something. or move somewhere in a better neighborhood with the money he got just because he was fucking auto-tuned. Like, remember when shit like that was going on? And then they made fun of it in the show, which I haven't watched, but my sister watched it. You're seeing a trend here. You know that show Kimmy Schmidt or whatever? My sister was like, watch the intro. And it's like, they auto-tune that guy, And because a bunch of stuff was going on like that. It wasn't just Antoine Dodson. It was like, there was the guy from Intervention. There was a whole bunch of it. And it was just such a little flash in the pan. Like, now it's like, what? But it was there. It was there at the time. That's the funny thing. Okay, where was I? Rick. He's not loose. He's trapped. I handcuffed him to the bed. Carl. Wow, good job, Dad. I'm impressed. Rick blushes. Aw, come here, kid. He pulls Carl into a hug. Kodak moment. Wow, what an outdated joke that is, huh? That's funny because I was just talking about how, like, the auto-tune joke was outdated, so that's even more outdated. It's like double perspective or whatever. Flyboy, vengefully. We should go get him and treat him like our slave. We should make him work for us. Flyboy is so, like, nasty. Glenn, yeah, make him move furniture. Andrea, make him clean the bathtubs. Rusty, sacrifice him to Satan. Hershey's puts a hand on Rusty's shoulder like, cool down, boy. I like that, how that's like the two worst things I can think of is like making him move furniture and clean bathtubs. That's fucking hilarious. The camera pans away as they all debate what they should do. Let's go see what's happening elsewhere. Somewhere else. Let's go to the Dock and Blade. Oh, we were just there. They're now sitting together in some small-ass little kitchen that looks like it belongs in a corporate office building or something. The Doc just looks way too content, sitting back and humming while he peels an orange and waits for his stuff to heat up in the microwave. Blade, on the other hand, looks fucking terrible. He's hella pale like Mr. Orange at the end of Reservoir Dogs. Oh, Mr. Orange, we love him. And looks sick as, a dog. Why do people say that, sick as a dog? Like, sure, dogs can get sick, but any creature can get sick. And dogs, I don't think dogs are known for being sick. They're like all happy and, when they're healthy, they're all happy and like, why sick as a dog? I don't know. Also, one of his hands has been replaced with an automatic can opener type of thing. Either use your imagination for that one or refer to Meryl from the Walking Dead TV show. The part where the can opener attaches to his arm is all wrapped up in bloody gauze, and the whole situation just looks bad. He looks like he's trying not to puke on the spot, and when the microwave timer goes off, it makes him flinch. Yeah, I can only imagine. The doc goes and gets the stuff out of the microwave. It's like some little bowl of oatmeal or something. He puts it on the table in front of Blade. The doc. Here, you should eat something. You look a little weak. Blade just gives him a look like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He puts his good hand on the bowl of oatmeal and slides it to the edge of the table while he looks the doc straight in the eyes. Then he pushes it off the table. The bowl shatters on the floor. I think that's like my favorite scene because like I just love the way it's like pictured in my head. I don't know how you guys picture it, but to me it's like the best. It's just like he's just like it's just like so like I don't know. To me it's really funny and because it's like this fucking asshole. He cuts off the dude's hand. The dude's all suffering and shit, and then he's just like, here, you should eat something because you look sick. It's like, yeah, why do you think I look sick? It's your fucking fault, asshole. And I love the way he just, like, throws the food on the floor, like, I don't, like, just staring at him in the eyes, too, like, I dare you to do something. You know? Okay, where was I? The bowl shatters on the floor. The doc sighs. He kneels down to clean it up. You are such a fussy one. That is from one of the role plays I was in. Oh my god, I want to make a new series where I talk about all my memories of role playing. Because seriously, like, role playing was such a huge part of my life for like 10 fucking years or some shit. Like, from my teens to like my mid-20s. Like, I roleplayed so much and I experienced so many things in that world, and you're just led to believe that none of it matters or means anything, but I think it actually kind of does. And now I don't do it anymore. I don't know. It's just a whole other. It's like a cultural interest to me. I think it's interesting because it's like, yeah, you can just say, "Oh, you're just a bunch of fucking nerds," like, but no, I think there's actually something to it because, like, like, it's just its own culture, it's its own world. It has its own like rules of behavior and its own etiquette and everything. And anyways, Blade puts his face in his hand. Blade muttering to himself, "This is hell, I tell you, this is hell." He looks back up. He takes a breath like, well, I can't just sit here and do nothing. So while the doc is cleaning up the floor, Blade gets up and wanders off, staggering out the kitchen door. Doc looks up, looks around. "Hey, buddy, where'd you go?" I like that the doc didn't even notice where he went. He didn't even notice he was walking away. Now let's cut away from here and go and see Michonne. Michonne. She's down in the lower catacombs of Cadbury, still searching around for Gothichka, but she finds no trace of anyone, just empty rooms. At last, when she reaches the bottom, she winds up at the doors to the gladiator arena. She sees some suspicious bloody handprints on the walls and raises an eyebrow. Then she goes inside. Michonne. Hello? Inside, the arena is all dark and abandoned. It echoes with emptiness, like a condemned-ass theater or something. Michonne, looking around. Anyone here? She hears a noise then, and turns around, taking the katana out fast from its sheath. The only light comes from the open doorway behind her. She sees a tall, lanky figure creeping in the shadows. He steps into the area of light. It's the governor. He looks a little drunk, or maybe just crazy, or both, and has some blood on his white button-up shirt, left over from torturing Blade. Michonne lets out a breath. Oh good, it's just you. She puts her sword away. Gothichka was out here looking for you earlier. Have you seen her anywhere? The governor. Looking for me? Why? Michonne. I don't know, they were worried about you. The governor. Worried? That's funny. Michonne gives him a look and puts her hands on her hips. What the hell's so funny? It's true. The governor. Why would any of you give a damn about a selfish, creepy pervert like me? Huh? Isn't that what you think of me? Isn't that what you called me? Michonne. Thanks for a second. I don't remember. It was a while ago. But yeah, we probably did say some shit like that. The governor, darkly. You were all traitors. You betrayed me. I like how a lot of times in this story, it seems like a couple times already, there's parts where, like, even when people, like, even when someone tries to show care for somebody else, it's kind of like too little too late. It's like the person they're trying to show care for is just like, why would you ever care for me? Like, nobody's ever fucking cared for me before. You sure as hell didn't care for me before, so why the fuck are you trying to care for me now? Like, I just feel like that's really real. Michonne gives him a look like, you gotta be fucking joking. Us traitors, mister, in case you didn't notice, I'm here trying to save your ass, and looking for my friend, who also came looking to save you. So if you're smart, you'd shut your little mouth right now, and I'll overlook all the bullshit coming out of it, since I know you're just a sick, delusional freak. Oh god, Michonne is mouthing off. Man, there's like thick paragraphs all down this page. It's time for speeches, man. The governor. See, there you go again, always calling me sick. Where would you be if not for me, huh? You'd still be living like an animal out there. I took you and your friends in and gave you a chance to make something of yourselves, and this is how you repay me? Michonne looks at him in disbelief. You are sick. You are truly sick, and you belong in a straitjacket. Ooh! They say politicians are all a little twisted, but you really are. Putting me and my girls in the ring night after night, making us fight for your little bread and circus Neverland. That's making something of ourselves? Oh man, this is like some deep, like, social commentary right here. You keep your flock drugged and stupid so they don't know what's going on 2 inches around them. And I got news flash for you. You know why you want to see us all as dolls? 'Cause you're scared. You're scared of every last one of us. That's why you can't stand it when you're not in control. You're nothing but a coward, and we all scare you to death. Oh man, this is deep. The governor just sort of stands there, whiplashed from the reading of the century that Michonne just gave him. That was a reading of the century? Okay, I didn't do it with as much attitude, I guess, as she's supposed to be doing it. The governor. Well, even if. Be that as it may. At midnight, I have a timer rigged to let loose all my little pets. Michonne, pets? She hears a zombie groan from down in the pit, and she realizes what he's talking about. Alright, we'll have to pick this up later.